Alright. So yeah, this is, again, you know, the most punchable face on the internet. Some kind of follow-up. I guess this is a follow-up in regards to him being tossed off Kick. So that's what I think that's what this is in regards to. So let's see.
Jack Doherty, one of the least likable streamers out there, gave the world another reason to dislike him this past weekend as he decided to live stream and interact with chat while driving with a friend in the car while it was raining, as he was speeding and looking right down on his phone. And he absolutely knew what he was doing because just a minute before he crashed, he said this.
Literally, guys, you can't see shit. I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
So yeah, naturally he spun out, then gave us the wildest show of how little he cares about the people surrounding him, because the only thing that was important for him was, we have to make sure we get all of this on film. And then obviously the McLaren, meanwhile, he gave his friend, who he seriously hurt, the camera to film everything while blood was gushing out of his face. Extremely normal influencer.
Okay, like I said, I watched the real video. Blood was not gushing from the cameraman's face. Yes, he was bleeding. And it was more than a little bit. Would I qualify it as gushing? No, probably not. Enough that I would be concerned, and chances are he might need some stitches in a couple different areas. Certainly. Yes, I definitely, the cameraman undoubtedly needed some stitches. I have no doubt. I would not qualify it as gushing, though.
Behavior. That was sarcasm, because for even some of the worst streamers, that's a massive stretch. I mean, this stream was just so much of a narcissistic disaster. One would think it would be like a phenomenal parody of how these recent IRL streamers act, except this is just reality, and this is exactly how they act. So now he's dropped a YouTube video in response to this crash, and we get to see the footage he was focused on filming, even though the first responders told—
Wait. Ah, fuck. Okay, chat. I was putting together, you can't see this. I'm gonna let me move myself out of the way a little bit. And I'll move you real quick. This thumbnail right here, I am reasonably sure, let me look. I am reasonably sure, I was just editing my videos today. Like my stream videos from yesterday. I was editing them today. And come on, HDD, fucking work. There we go. And let me find it. I literally was going to use a screen cap of almost, okay, it's not this exact one. I was going to use a screen cap of almost this exact pose that he's making right here. It blurred out to see it's a McLaren, so it is a supercar. It's not exact. That's what worried me. It's not exact. But it's a scare. Actually, here, let me show you. I will show you the photo. And this was a screen capture from. I actually took a screen cap from his video. Hang on. Let me find it. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I gotta upload it. Hang on. I'll show you. It's like almost identical to what I was going to be using. Yeah, here it is. No hiding me. So this was the screen cap that I was going to be using for my video. How freaking crazy is that? It's different enough. I'm still posting it when the time comes. I'm 100% still posting it. But I just find that hilarious that he chose that screen capture for his video. I just find that funny. Well, Aaron, I'm going to. Like I said, I'm not. That video is gonna be posted in like 2 more days, because I want to give it like 3 days for the original to cook. So it's gonna go up in like 3 days. But I edited it all together today. So I just find it funny.
response to this crash, and we get to see the footage he was focused on filming, even though the first responders told him, hey, can you stop filming so we can actually check on your friend to make sure he's okay? Because here he gave this baffling response when they asked that.
Hey, listen, man, I just crashed my car. I lost 200 grand. I need to make my money back somehow. Sorry.
It's unbelievable how much this guy sucks. This is the most self-inflicted.
And again, if the cop really was like done with his bullshit, the cop on scene, or if the EMS were done with his bullshit, when he was like interfering with them trying to perform their duties, why did you put me in a cage? You know what putting me in a cage does. You know what putting me in a cage does, chat. Bobcat, you know what it does. But, yeah, if they were really pissed off, they could have flat out said to him, sir, you need to get the fuck out of emergency services way to let them do their job, or go to jail. Because, you know, they could have threatened him with that, and it would have been a legit threat, because he could be arrested for interfering with emergency services. If he was getting that annoying, they could have made that threat to him, and that probably would have shut him up real fast, because if he didn't, slap bracelets on him. It's as simple as that.
Inflicted situation ever that everyone else
Try
around
all
him
states,
now
Blue
has to
Housey.
clean up. I mean, this dude was so useless, he couldn't even call himself a tow truck because he was more busy having himself filmed that he was in a
Okay,
car
Dwayne,
crash.
have a good night.
Don't tell me you're gonna call your own. I can you help me?
So let's see the footage that was more important for him to get than for him to actually.
Yep, react Bonkhousey.
Ouch. It's a US site statistic. Kick is a US site.
Actually take proper care of his friend.
I don't know how to feel right now, guys. I'm sad, bro. I'm so sad right now. Sadness can't express how sad I actually am. At least my Richard Mill's still okay.
And bear in mind, he's sad about his car.
Speaking of vehicles, you can still get a free Anaconda at Hutton. You might even meet some rats on the way, so don't worry about fuel.
Potato? No. This is not natural behavior for most people, for the majority of people. This is brain rot. And bear in mind, he's sad not about his cameraman. Because again, his cameraman is a prop. He's sad about his car. That's what he's sad about. He's sad about his fucking car. And that's all you need to know about Jack Doherty. He's a fucking sociopath that does not care. He's a narcissistic sociopath that does not care about anyone except himself. He literally cares about no one. Those people in the other video we saw, they came running over to him to hug him. And he's acting like he's so grateful. No, he wasn't. He didn't care. Again, they were props. Well, Aaron, that's number one, he has rich mommy and daddy. That's number one. He has rich mommy and daddy. That's how he was able to get started. And I'm thinking he probably got richer by just basically showing how rich he is and showing off his wealth. And people are so desperate to live the rich lifestyle vicariously through streamers that they were giving him views and thus ad revenue, and some were even giving him money. Some people are probably giving him money to watch him do stupid shit like this. So plenty of people are probably feeding him money to make him do stupid shit, which he does gladly because he gets fucking money. And yeah, he also manages like only OF girls. So, I mean, he's a complete scumbag. Now that he's kicked off of Kick, who knows for how long, Kick is going to let him back on the platform. I guarantee that. He is their cash cow. He's not going to be gone from Kick for long. Guaranteed. But, we'll see.
Okay, just kidding.
He's not kidding. Meanwhile, his friend is standing there behind him with blood gushing out of his head. And he's like, at least my Richard Mill is okay. Yeah. This guy has the personality of soggy bread, so the only thing he can cling to is his material possessions.
Not even soggy bread.
Bro. I did not.
Thank God. Wait, what the fuck were they doing? They almost hit this other car. Did you see these tow truck crews? They almost hit this other car. Watch this. That right there. They almost hit. This tow truck crew almost hit this car. Towing this out. Why in the... Like, this is a whole nother thing. Why did the tow truck park so close? And then after, like, pulling it out of the I-beams here, or the railings here, let out some cable, pull forward a bit more, and then winch it in. But now we're not into just Jack Doherty. It's like, what's going on with these tow truck drivers? This is like all fucked up right now. Causing a crash while using cell phone can result in causing a crash while using cell phone, 6 points in driver's record, and a reckless driving charge. Which, let's see if he actually gets it. Let's see if he actually gets that.
I did not think this was going to be happening today.
Me neither. God, so bad.
All right, guys.
And, oh, he's got the pretty girl behind the camera now, so he has a new prop for his cameraman. But she's cuter this time, so it's fine, right, chat?
Clearing is totaled. It was a couple days before my 21st birthday.
Oh no! My own stupidity just ruined the vibes. It seems like this is the first time he actually realizes actions have consequences. Because remember the time when he flipped the golf cart?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't understand actions have consequences. Because if he did, he would not be continuing to live stream. If he thought actions actually had consequences, he would not have done everything humanly possible to keep live streaming. When he crashed that car, he was concerned about one thing and one thing alone. Keep the stream going. I have to keep the stream going. The entire time. That's what he was doing. His singular focus, the literal only thing he cared about, was keeping the stream going and getting that sweet, sweet attention. That's it. I don't know. He doesn't even need to use a VPN to create a new Kek account. He's just got to create a new account. But maybe they have means of identifying that. Like, if he creates a new account and posts his stuff up, you know, they might hit him for ban evasion if Kik has something like that. Oh, he 100% thinks he's blameless. He's the poster child for affluenza. He is the absolute poster child for it. So, you know what? Potato, you know what I think would be good for him? The best, what I wish they still did with courts, because I don't think they do this anymore in the US. Once upon a time, the court system would give you an option if you commit a crime that potentially had jail time. And that option was, you can go to jail, or you can enlist in the military and do I think either 2 or 3 years of military service. Because you know what? Do they still do that? He needs to be hauled up in front of a judge and that be given his option. You go to jail or you enlist in the military for it's either 2 or 3 years. There is no other option. Kick his ass in the military and let the drill sergeants go ham. I know they don't want that POS in the military. But you know what? Take the leashes off the drill sergeants. When he goes in, send him in the military, take the leashes off the drill sergeants, and let them go to work. Like they used to. He will straighten up real fucking quick. If you get some old school drill sergeants working his ass over, he will straighten up real fast. That That's what he needs to do. Well, Dragon Rider? Then let them join him. Because you know what? If the moms of America are not going to discipline little menaces to society like this, let the military do it. This is one reason why America is in the state that it's in right now, is because no one wants to punish people for doing bad things anymore. They just let them get away with it. They can just do whatever the fuck they want.
Cart with his girlfriend in it and put her in the hospital. That was funny to him because it didn't really affect the golf cart with his girlfriend in it and put her in the hospital. That was funny to him because it didn't really affect him, as he didn't own the golf cart and he wasn't the one who got hurt. But now it's finally clicking with him. Oh, stupid actions.
No, it's not.
Lead to stupid consequences. Wow. Also, shout out McLaren for saving their lives here, because I said this in my last video, but this crash could have been so much worse. If the front of the car didn't completely disintegrate and absorb the impact, their bodies would have had to take that impact. And if that happens, they likely...
Well, I mean, Spectre, that's why I said old school drill sergeants. Not the current drill sergeants. The old school ones. That will drag your ass through, you know, through the parade grounds. Not the current generation of drill sergeants. The old school drill sergeants from like 20, 30 years ago. They will light a fire under your ass.
wouldn't have been walking away from this.
You hit your head hard, bro. I just remember, like, after it just panicking.
Okay. Why? They're in the fucking hospital right now. Why would the hospital staff be allowing him to live stream? This has gotta be against some kind of hospital rule. Like, does this... I don't know if this is a nurse or if this is a doctor. Like, did this person consent to be on the live stream right now? Like, seriously, they're in a hospital. And, you know, this doctor, I would love to know. They don't need to consent? Really? I would think that in the hospital, if someone wants to broadcast something, they would need their consent to be broadcast. Because they don't have a choice. It's not like they can walk away. They have to treat their patient. Oh, that's just fucking stupid. If that's correct, that's fucking stupid. One party consents, states allow it. In what? Jackson, Florida, right? So, is Florida one party consent?
Cheer 100 if you keep saying drill sergeants angry cops will show up in chat.
This is like, oh god. This kid needs to get punched. This kid needs to get knocked the fuck out. Seriously.
Both the windows breaking.
I know the smoke was...
Dude, that guy.
Did you see me kick out the window?
Who?
Did you see me kick out the
That
window?
was you?
Yeah.
Dude, and then someone, I think, ripped the other window out. I was, like, trying to figure out how to do it. You were, like, banging your elbow on it.
I know, I punched it.
Dude, you were going crazy. W. Michael David. But, like, that was so scary. It smoked up so fast. Like, how did that happen?
Dude,
God.
I don't know.
Bro, if you think if I had a full tank of gas, like, we would have been exploded.
Dude, I don't even know.
Because my tank was empty. Like, it literally was at, like, 20 miles left. And then also, on top of that, we...
Wait. Hi, AC/DC. Wait. So, he was hauling ass on the highway and he's claiming he only 20 miles left in his tank. Yeah, exactly, Sociopathic. Even now, he's lying. Even now, he's fucking lying. And by the way, I noticed he's not in handcuffs still. Yeah, Trace, that's what I would have thought too. That because they are here in this part of the hospital in a treatment room. Yes, the woman just laughed, Xanax. Yes, I heard her laugh. But, our modern society is fucked. It really is. If we say this is okay, our current society is fucked. Truly. You know, if you know, if medical staff are not going to take a stand on this and say, listen, this shit needs to stop in treatment rooms where we are trying to treat patients, we are fucked as a society because it's only going to continue to get worse than this. Texas, it could have been either, honestly.
Don't we crashed like 42 miles per hour?
I know, we weren't even going fast.
At all.
Nice.
I mean, the last clip we saw, the speedometer was this. And also notice how he's looking at the chat on his phone and not the road.
No! No! No!
So I don't know why he's like trying to
when he
gaslight the
hydroplaned,
story
he
when
was
he
at 40.
streamed the whole story himself. He is his own worst enemy here. He broadcasted everything. And then now he's trying to repaint the story.
Beth, I'm
and
pretty
as
sure
we know,
it's
he
Florida.
sped up after we last saw the speedometer. Obviously, hydroplaning and sliding
Maybe
sideways
Falcon.
slows
Maybe.
you down. But if he
I
was
doubt
driving
it, though.
42
I really doubt that he paid the medical staff to film them, because I'm pretty sure they would have to refuse. Now, I don't know for sure. I would, reasonably speaking, I would think if he tried to pay the medical staff to say, hey, can I film? I would think that they would refuse, because if it ever got out that they did that, and that was against hospital policy or against HIPAA in some respect, they would be fucked and they would never work in the medical field again. So I very seriously doubt that he actually paid him. They probably said, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to argue. They probably tried to get him to put it away at first. And he said, no, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. And pulled his stupid sociopathic white boy card out. And they probably said, fuck it, my job is not worth arguing with him about it. I'm just going to stitch this guy up and get the fuck out. That's probably the way it played out. The doctor or the nurse, or whatever specific profession she is, probably just went, I'm not gonna deal with this dumb fucking white boy. I'm gonna stitch up his dumb fuck white boy friend and get the fuck out of here. That's it.
And then now he's trying to repaint the story. And as we know, he sped up after we last saw the speedometer. Obviously, hydroplaning and sliding sideways slows you down. But if he was driving 42, he wouldn't have spun out and crossed 4 lanes of traffic like that.
We hydroplaned. Dude, we could have went off that cliff down the whole thing. We would have been dead. Holy shit. There was a cliff right there. Oh my god. We're happy to be alive, you know? Mother. She's turning away. She doesn't want to look. We left in 2 cars. We left here in 2 cars like 6 hours ago, and now we're back in 1 car. It's your mom. Now your mom's crying.
Yo, he's so crazy for that.
Yeah,
No way, dog.
His mom is crying, going, dear fucking God, where did we go wrong with our child? Yeah, like, what are you doing to, like, you know, I have to, like, his mother? You have to wonder, is she proud of her son? Is she proud of him? Because she has to know everything that he's been doing on these fucking kick streams. So, like, what? Here's another thing of blaming the fucking parents. You absolutely should blame the parents in this situation. Because they basically just let him do whatever the fuck he wanted. They gave him whatever money he wanted and let him do whatever the fuck he wanted. And look what they raised. Let's see.
His mom
In
and
Florida-
dad need to cut him off.
At this point, it doesn't matter. He's got his own money from his kick streams. In Florida, it's a criminal offense to use any device to record communications, whether they're wire or electronic, without consent of everyone taking part in the communication. This means that in Florida, you are not legally allowed to record conversation you are taking part in unless all parties are in agreement. Okay, so they are a two-party state. They are a two-party state. But again, my suspicion is he probably made such a big deal with the medical staff in that room that she probably just went, fuck this white boy, let me go stitch up this other dumbass white boy and get the fuck out of here, and I'm not even going to argue it because I just want to get away from them. And yeah, as far, it doesn't matter if his parents cut him off right now or not, he's still got the kick money. He did like, he started off with mommy and daddy's money, with their silver spoon shoved up his ass, but now he's got his own. So, hi Kendrak, welcome to the shit show.
We left here in 2 cars like 6 hours ago, and now we're back in 1 car. It's your mom. Now your mom's crying.
Yo, he's so crazy for that. No way, dog. Reckless endangerment for content? Yo, that's wild. Yo, he's wild. He's crazy. This guy's cray-cray.
You
He's an
are
ass.
lucky you are alive, Jack. I don't want to go on your funeral.
Okay, she's doing this bullshit speech on camera. Sweetheart, you're trying to impart how upset you are to your son who almost just died in a car accident. Take your goddamn AirPods out. Look at this. Take your fucking AirPods out of your goddamn ears. If you want to have a heart-to-heart with your, like, if you want us to believe, because I don't believe she's being serious here at all. I do not believe this is genuine, what she's saying right now, off the cuff. But if you want to at least try and make us believe it, take the fucking earpods out. Of course he looks bored. Of course he looks
Wild.
bored.
He's crazy. This guy's cray-cray.
You are lucky you are alive, Jack.
Was he even looking
I
at her?
don't want to go on your funeral, Jackie. Please, please.
You know what he was doing? He was timing the beats. That's why he was looking bored. He was timing the beats of like, okay, timing the beat. Okay, now I'm moving for the hug. Good, this is gonna look good. Well, why not both right, Dad? Because like he makes so much money now. Who's to say she's not his mom and a paid actor at this point? For God's sake. But I don't believe this speech. I do not believe this. I do not believe her being concerned like this. I don't. Sorry, I don't believe it at all.
On your funeral, Jackie. Please, please. Take this seriously.
Okay, Dracel, have a good day.
I didn't.
Phone. What happened? Tell me.
Mom, it was just wet. We hydroplaned, Mom. Like, I couldn't do anything about it.
Now she takes him
At
out.
least admit that you were being an idiot on your phone to your own mother. She's going to find out either way because this guy documents everything. Again, his hunger for clout on the internet is his own worst nightmare because he streamed himself committing a crime. If his friend realizes that he is an
Well, okay, and that's another part. He streamed himself committing a crime. Why? Because he knows he's not going to get in trouble for it. That's why. He streamed himself committing a crime because he knows he will suffer zero consequences from it. Because high-profile streamers suffer zero consequence anymore. Nothing. They don't suffer any consequences for anything they do. Panito, I said that during the other video. I said his ass should have been sent to jail. They should arrest him at the scene.
Forget this planet. I'm going to Beagle Point. Cheer
Nah,
100.
You don't need to go that far, Bobcat. Just go to Colonia. That should be far enough away from Earth. Oh yeah, it's actually they absolutely still could charge him, but you're right, they likely won't. When me and my dad need to talk, I take my earpod so we just can have no misunderstanding to the video I listen to. That whole scene was played up for the camera. 100%, that whole scene was played up for the camera. I don't believe, just like with other streamers, I don't believe a single fucking real emotion is capable of these people, other than greed. Greed is the only thing that I think these people are capable of. And, he probably just told his mom, he probably surreptitiously contacted her and say, hey, when I get home, make some like a speech or something about that, and I'll act all sad, and we'll have a heartwarming moment on stream. Guarantee that's probably what he did.
actually his friend, this is a grand slam lawsuit for him right here. And that's also the perfect stream for his insurance company because, their goal is to not pay. Then on top of that, there could easily be criminal charges here as what he did was clearly reckless endangerment, which could be up to 1 year in jail in Florida.
And reckless
He's
driving.
also a high-profile, extremely disliked person doing this. So he also is, I guess, the perfect target for Florida to make an example out of. Because let's be real here, the state of Florida does not want people to be acting like this on their roads. But of course, he doesn't understand why people have a problem with his behavior.
So much going on, like no one understands. Everyone's so quick to put some on me on social media. No one's gone through what I gone through just now.
Really? So now he's okay, we should not be surprised that he's suddenly playing victim. This is not a surprise. This was expected. He's going the victim route. And guess what, jackass? A lot of people have gone through what you've gone through. A lot of people have gone through a fuckload worse than what you've gone through. Fuck stick. There are people that have gotten in crashes like you did, not because they were reckless driving, but because of reckless drivers like you that have caused them to get into an accident that have died. People have lost their lives because of the way he was driving. So people have gone through worse than you, jack off. Again, I will reiterate, he has the most punchable face.
Like, I literally almost died in a car accident. I literally almost died of these cars too. At least I still got 2 Lambos. No, I'm kidding.
Again.
Bingo! Bingo! It's you. Like, we needed proof that he is a narcissistic sociopath that does not care in everything that just came before was an act. If we needed any proof that everything was an act.
These cars too. At least I still got 2 Lambos. No, I'm kidding.
Your Honor, can I present evidence exhibit number 5621? Like, seriously. Anybody on YouTube? Okay. I'm gonna put this out to the internet. I'm gonna put this out to the internet right now. Andrea? Honestly, I have so little faith in governments in the US right now. Even in Florida, as much as Florida loves to bitch slap people like this, I have very little faith anything's gonna happen. Very little faith. If it does something, Andrea, that'll be fucking wonderful. But I'm sorry, I don't have faith in it. But I am gonna put this out to the internet right now. If you are a fan of this person, if you keep sending him money, all you are doing is contributing to his bad behavior, and you, the audience of Jack Doherty, by continuing to send him money and make it possible for him to have these stupidly expensive cars and to continue to live this stupidly wealthy life and continue to live a life where he suffers zero consequence, you are the cause of shit like this. You are the cause of why other people, like his passenger, get hurt. You are the cause of why his girlfriend in the golf cart incident got hurt. You are the cause, Jack Doherty audience. You are the direct cause of this. Because if he did not have you out there constantly giving him money and constantly giving him attention that he craves, that is the only thing that makes his fucking shit existence possible, this wouldn't be happening. So Jack Doherty audience, you are just as responsible for what has happened with him as he is. Because you gave him the attention, you gave him the encouragement, you gave him the money. You can point the finger at him all you want, there's 4 more pointing right the fuck back at you, Doherty audience. Remember that. So the next time anyone that wants to criticize him, but still contribute to him, just remember, you're the problem too.
Again, he's not kidding. No one's laughing. That's all he has. And no, plenty of people have gone through exactly what we've gone through here and caused accidents because they were morons. That's why reckless endangerment is a charge.
Don't eat this car on the rain.
Motion. I can do it again.
Everything in life is for the reason, Jack.
Where's
Take
Michael
something
Davis?
else. Where's Michael? I'm gonna go.
Look at him. Look at him strutting around like he's some kind of thug or gangster. That'd be another wonderful punishment for him. Someone take him to fucking South Central or Cabrini Green and drop his ass in there without his precious little bodyguards. Or even with his precious little bodyguards. See how long he lasts against the
Damn,
real
Jack
gangsters.
pimps girls on OnlyFans, it's okay? That's crazy, but when I do it as a pimp named Slickback on the corner, I get arrested for it.
Honey, Aaron. Andrew, we can only hope, honestly. It's a horrible thing to say, but we can only hope. 'Cause he's only gonna get worse. He's only gonna get worse because, yeah, because he did not get arrested for this. He's like, cool, yeah, I lost the car. Even if the insurance doesn't pay for it, he's still got 2 more. He's still got all the money coming in from Kick. Well, he did. At least until it gets back on Kick. Because Kick, like I said, Kick will put him back on the platform. They'll keep him banned for 10 days and then they'll say, okay, he's served his time. We'll let him back on the platform because he makes us a shit ton of money. He's not gonna learn. He isn't. No, that's it. Guard Dog, ironically enough, she wasn't. No, Aaron. Take him to Robbins or Ford Heights. Is it? You really want to take him somewhere? Robbins or Ford Heights? That'll do it. Those are some of the worst gang country you're ever gonna meet. The cops are actually scared to go into Ford Heights. It's so bad. Drop him in those places.
Again.
Everything in life is for the reason, Jack.
Where's
Take
Michael
something
Davis?
else. Where's Michael? I'm gonna go the other Michael.
Yeah, see, look at it. He just snapped his fingers at his mom. Well, Darth Andrew, that's what I was saying. Cabrini Green. Cabrini Green is gang central in Chicago. At least it used to be when I was still in that area. Canito, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you just said there. I do not understand. Shirai? Stop it. The whole of Chicago is not that bad. Better yet, Patrick, take him to the backwoods of Kentucky. He sure do got a purty mouth, don't he? Yeah, but you notice, again, with the not believing a fucking word mom said when she was acting all sad and worried about him, the minute he snaps out, where is so-and-so, she instantly, oh, let me go find so-and-so. Instantly. Yeah, mom is another fucking prop to him. That's how fucking bad it is. His own parents are props. He's starting to graduate to psychopath.
Cheer 100, we found a plane ticket to get my aunt out of Florida so my parents would turn around, but now we have to go to Chicago tomorrow to pick up my aunt.
That's sadistic, it's fine. O'Hare is fine. There's not gang territory. O'Hare's not in gang territory. Don't worry, you're fine. Eventually he's gonna cross someone that gives no fucks about putting people in the dirt, either temporary or permanently. He's gonna find out the painful way. Ned? Yes. I'm very much waiting for his find out moment, because his find out moment is going to be epic. We have not yet had the find out moment with him. When we do, it will be epic, I am sure.
I'm ready to start going again. Give me my keys. I realized I still got my McLaren key, so I still have all my keys. Let me take a pic with all my keys real quick, so people still think I have a McLaren.
This guy might actually have the lowest EQ that I've ever seen out of any social media influencer, because he just somehow manages to say exactly the things that would make any person shed their skin with cringe. It's like he's deliberately trying to be unbearable.
Oh, I'm just happy to be alive, guys. I literally was crying on the way home.
Oh yeah, that now he's like, I'm happy to be alive after he's just boasting about his two, $250,000 cars and smiling and laughing. Andrea, there are so many places he could. He's only like this because he's safe in his little rich bubble. Take him out of his rich bubble and put him into the real world, and things will get really fucking real, awful fast. Well, okay, Atanashi, he got sued by his rental company because he tried to, when the guy at the house party got sucker punched by his bodyguard, he was trying to use his rental insurance to cover medical expenses for the guy or something like that, when it doesn't work that way. His auto insurance company is not going to sue him because there's nothing for him to sue for. What they're going to do is they're going to say, no, we're not paying out your claim, and oh, by the way, we're completely dropping everything from your policy. You are no longer insured by us in any way, shape, or form, and we are informing all insurance companies of you, so they will not insure you either. That's what's going to happen with the auto insurance.
If we didn't hit the guardrail head on, one of us would have been just crushed. Like, that would have been so bad. But I'm glad that me and Michael are both okay. That's a huge lesson. No more driving cars like this in the rain. No more, I don't even know, bro. Like, I wasn't even going fast. That's the crazy part. It's just like, can't drive those cars in the rain.
No, you just can't floor a high-powered rear-wheel drive car in the rain while not looking at the road with one hand on the wheel. Then when you hydroplane, you jam the brakes. That is 100% a skill issue. And I don't even think he understands what he's even driving.
It's more than skill issue. This is an intellect issue. This is a psychosis issue. He did it for the clout. And that's why he did it. It has nothing to do with skill. It's the fact, like I said, he is graduating from sociopath to psychopath. He really is. He's basically every kind of self-indulgent neurological disorder you can think of, this kid has. Flat out. He is the poster child for neurological self-indulgent disorder. A whole host of them.
He's just buying supercars because it's a flex and they go fast. And I also don't think he realizes it yet, but he just lived through the Dunning-Kruger effect. Because this dude literally said in his last video that he thought he was the best driver in the world.
I'm not driving in the rain anymore. I thought I was the best driver in the world. Clearly I'm not.
Well, that's your problem right there. Yeah, that's what happens when you drive supercars in good conditions. They are engineered to give you so much confidence while driving until the conditions aren't good and you total your car. Like, if his first car was an old school Shelby Cobra, he wouldn't be here today. Because, I mean, there's a reason Mustangs seem to be heat-seeking missiles for crowds, and they're a lot easier to drive than those Shelbys. Now, obviously, I might have set myself up for a cell phone.
I'm not gonna, the crash, I'm not gonna say is staged. The crash I'm gonna say is legitimate. He's just a fucking idiot. That I'm gonna say is legitimate. Everything after, from the hospital room to pulling up at his house, and all the interactions he's had, those were staged. The crash itself was not staged. The on-scene stuff he did was not staged, but he 100% went, did not go in, did not pull himself out of, I've got to stream for the fans, I've got to get them to like me, I've got to get my clout, I've got to be popular. He 100% stayed in that instead of being like a human being. But the hospital thing, yeah, to a degree that was staged, and that he was recording his buddy and their conversation. When he got home and the interactions with his mom, 100% staged. That 100% got worked out before they got home. 100%. But the crash itself and the on-scene stuff itself was not staged.
if I crash a car now, but hey, if I'm being a dumbass and I end up doing so, that's on me for being a complete dumbass. But the goal here is to never act like that. But I digress. To end my rant, I'm just gonna say I think the prefrontal cortex patch for Jack at 25 is gonna do wonders for him. But next, he addresses his kick ban in complete denial.
Jack, I promise you have a mic.
Idiot.
I promise I will be soon in your home. You have to take care of yourself. What happened with the live stream? You got kicked?
You got banned.
Why?
It's suspended. I'm fine. Fine.
So how are you gonna do your property?
I will. I'll get on banned. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think so, bud. Kick in recent times has actually been following through with their permanent bans, like Johnny Smalley. He's been begging for months to get his account back, but he's still permanently banned. Kick would look.
Johnny Smalley does not have the audience that Jack Doherty does. Jack Doherty is a moneymaker for Kick. They're gonna let him back on. Guaranteed. They will.
Extremely weak and unserious if they unban him. So Jack is in complete denial, as again, he's never had real consequences before.
You okay? Are you sure? Where you got the stitches?
Like there.
Yeah. I don't want to see them.
It's a little wicked. We're live though.
You okay?
We are live. Michael, how's it feel? How you feel?
Kind of, but
Yeah.
no harm in playing.
That's fine. At least we're okay. Like, literally, put it in perspective, like, we could have both been dead right now.
Oh,
That's, like,
no,
the crazy,
no, it
sad
did not.
part.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy. My reckless behavior could have ended your life. That's sad. It's so hard to take this guy serious.
All right, guys, I just totaled my...
I don't know. The only big ones that I know about are Kick and Twitch. I don't know if, theoretically he could try streaming on YouTube. YouTube would never allow it. YouTube would basically ban him in 5 seconds if he tried to stream on YouTube. So YouTube's out, but I don't know if there's any other real place for him to stream. Unless like Patreon or something has live streaming, like he could potentially start streaming like on Patreon or something if they have a live streaming kind of service involved on their platform. That could maybe happen. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Rumble does live streaming though. That's the thing. I have no idea. But it's sadistic. I don't know, because like I said, with the size of his audience, the size of his audience is a huge moneymaker for Kick. They make a shit ton of ad revenue from it, and much more so than Johnny Smalley. And yeah, his viewers are there just hoping to watch him get his ass kicked or die, but they're still there. That's the point. It doesn't matter why they're there, they are there. So, I mean, I think Kick is gonna let him back on. I think they're gonna keep him off for like 10 days. I'm gonna estimate, and then he'll be back on Kick. That's my suspicion, because he's got the audience that Kick wants back on the platform. Because now that he's off Kick, that audience has nowhere else to go. They're not going to be following another streamer on Kick. They're just going to leave the platform. And that's ad revenue that Kick has now lost in the thousands. And, God knows how many thousands he has watching his streams. So they're going to want that revenue back. And so, yeah, they will do a cursory ban, regardless of what he fucking says. And, yeah, they'll probably let him back on Kick.
McLaren, it is completely cooked right now. I don't know what to do. Look, all the parts are right here. I got my Tesla picking me up. This is the worst day of my life.
Had to brand drop there, didn't he?
Damn.
Well, it's safe to say his Kick streaming career is in the same condition as his McLaren, but speaking of scary things, we just dropped an exclusive Halloween limited edition. We just dropped an exclusive Halloween limited edition collection over at Matt City. Hey, maybe Jack could practice with some toy cars on this bad boy. Or who knows, maybe you need something to spice up your male living space. Or have some kids to enjoy something that's a little more unique and not a generic Amazon knockoff. And we also have major American cities, and we'll be dropping many more soon, so you can check out us at matt.city, which will be in the top of the link in the description down below. But hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Is Kick gonna make him do an apology video? Possibly. Yes, yes, he might thought they might possibly make him do an apology video. Is it going to be a completely fake bullshit apology video? 100%. Absolutely it will be. I have absolutely zero doubt it will be a complete bullshit apology video. But, hi Akitora, how's it going? So yeah, that's, well, potentially, Andrea? Yes. I will say that is the potential.
Yeah, but we all know what Kick really is. It is just a cover for a casino ad, so do they need his revenue cheer 100?
Revenue is revenue. Sadistic, and he brings in a lot of it. So, entirely possible. I will say it is entirely possible. Yes.